Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill forced out to his left. He's got Allen. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Running on first down, Eckler. With a safety, Trayvon Merrick up to make the play defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Once more, here's Eckler. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Hooks. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run on first down. Hooks. Shoves him aside. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Down. Hooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, Carr's throw completely to Waller. And he'll be knocked down right at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Eckler down between the tackles. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he's He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Tannehill. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Off play action, Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 2nd down, Cooks. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That 2nd down play nets a -4. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what those games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds his target, Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now. All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 9, Carr dancing to his and a big
Wow.
loss here as he's taken down.
That's just crazy.
Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
What is he doing? He got outside coverage. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, man.
Up the middle with Eckler.
Like, this nigga had outside coverage.
And it's 2nd and 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think that was getting hilarious, bro.
Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first.
That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The handoff, it's Eckler. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action, it's Tannehill.
I think that's so much bullshit. Bro, this nigga is sacked. Bro, this fuck nigga just turned around in my damn. Bro, this motherfucker just turned around in my face.
Hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 38, Tannehill. Looking left side.
Whoa, how did this nigga end up over here? Oh, that's my fault.
Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75.
That's my fault.
Guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score
That's my fault.
lead. And Johnson's extra point.
Damn, I just gave up some butter.
That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Down the left to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete.
He was playing 100 niggas back, bro.
It'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their time.
That's for sure I don't get, because like, hold on, let me go back and look at
They've
this.
stifled this opposing offense throughout this
I
game.
should do that.
This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Hooks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his
Coverage was impeccable. Fuck nigga, I was sending 1 person.
Now Carr. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come
Which it shouldn't have been. I think that.
but could not hang on.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now again, right side.
I think that is bullshit. 73, what you doing, bro?
This time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to...
Oh, ain't no P.I.?
Intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football.
Wow, bro.
17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start. Charles getting the interception here. And
I am
still in
tripping
the
about
third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in.
What is you doing?
He'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side.
This nigga just got some bullshit.
15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to
Oh, this man just jumped on this man's back. He is fucking stupid on this game, bro.
You know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case,
He just jumped on the whole back.
One of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Steps away. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Carr steps away to his, and he's going to be brought down.
75. Your ass ain't blocking shit, bro.
The defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their
runs like a bear.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is swung out to Eckler. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Whoa!
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And
Chandler Jones' ass, bro.
Up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick
You can't play in open space.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Raiders take over first down at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh,
And he
boy.
will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Ain't get a motherfucker.
They were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Raider first down, Carr to Renfrow.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play.
Bomb a fuck, nigga.
59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's
And he got
stupid.
150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
The niggas get bumped off full coverage, so.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.